It's a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He gets it complete to Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A give, it's ETN off the option.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep this.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now the former fourth-round pick. It's Kalen Ballage finding some room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off play action. Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. First down and much more here for Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's Jones on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They're going to try and throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now, what you're rooting.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Right there.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Touchdown, Patriots! Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point safely through. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see. Decided doing play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got a man, complete.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby.
Touchdown, Jaguars. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pats at the line ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Open man, the tight end Henry. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Back to throw again. Goes right back to Smith again. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
58, right over there, right over there.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Lawrence will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And, oh, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Separating from the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get out. He's coming. Double up.
Looking to throw, Jones. His throw incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time on 4th and 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Stevenson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devin McCourty picks it off. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Harris. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Again, it's Harris.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Mac Jones
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Pats have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambeau Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now Jones on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job. Good job.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Jones. And now here is another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lambeau to add on the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. Jones now throwing after the... And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Harris. They find some open field here. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Here's Jones on third down. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. From the 38, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point.
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lambeau on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Pats at the line ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive